I'm Dylan, and this is the BlindSighted Perspective Podcast, where blind and sighted perspectives are given on a number of topics, with my friend Jared as a co-host in a casual style. My life since I went blind at 22, I will tell you about it. Welcome back to the BlindSighted Perspective Podcast. Episode 10. We've actually reached 10 episodes so far, which is...
The big 1-2. 1-0. Not 2. The big 1-0.
Man, I think you're more messed up today than I am. Like, you're just so off today, but my throat is continuing to die, so hopefully this will be all right. But, how are you doing, Jared?
Oh, pretty good. I went ahead and, pretty good. Like, there's nothing.
Are you all right there, Jared?
I'm all right.
Do you need help?
No. How are you doing, Dylan?
I'm losing my mind. One of those episodes, I guess. But episode 10, finally reached the big 10. Hopefully we can go past this. But anywho, without further ado, we will go to the BlindSighted stories, which could be a blind story that I've had, or a sighted story, or Jared has a story and whatnot. And that is the BlindSighted stories for anyone who is new. And the BlindSighted story today is actually a blind story. Who would have thunk? But basically, it's a story and kind of a thing that has happened to me. So I, in a previous episode, told what kind of chores I can do, and I actually can take trash out and take the trash can all the way to the end of the end, so the trash garbage can pick it up. Now, there's something that actually happened to me. I actually got lost, and to try to explain this, my house, you come out of the front door, there's stairs, and then in my yard is fenced in with chain link fence, and there's two branching sidewalk paths, one going to the driveway and one going to the street, and they both have gates, but I push the garbage can to the front of the, where the street is and not my actual driveway, because it's just easier, and around that is, of course, the yard. And so when I wheeled the trash there, I often do this, and I'll just get lost in thought when I'm doing it, and I moved it to the street, and I got lost in thought, and then I couldn't recall where I was. I couldn't, I was trying so hard to find my surroundings and bearings because I just had lost them. And I got so scared because this is also at night, and I didn't have my phone on me or anything, and my girlfriend was inside, and I just stood there frozen with fear. I had never felt a fear like this before because I'm blind, remember, and it's nighttime, and
the thing is, you're right next to a road, too, so if you know what I mean, at nighttime, if someone's not paying attention driving, you take a couple steps in the wrong direction, you could get hit by a car or something.
And I had never felt fear the way I felt like this. Think about basically in my position, being blind, being lost, and you don't know where to go. You're just stuck there, and you're afraid, and just this fear just grabs you. And I was like, what if I can't find my way back? I think eventually Sarah would have came out and checked on me, but I don't know how long that would have taken.
So how did you end up finding your way back?
I just kept moving around, and I eventually was able to find my mailbox, and which is a landmark for me. Once I found that, I was able to make my way back, and this is also to note, it was also cold outside, because this happened during, winter. It's still winter now, but it happened while it was really cold, so I'm out there freezing, lost, scared, and it was just, the most terrifying thing ever. It was not cool, and so that kind of stuff happens. It also happens. It's happened a couple times in my own house, but since the house is kind of more,
warm?
It's easier to find my way, even if because I'll get lost in thought for a second while I'm walking, and then I'll be briefly not know where I'm at, but I'll be able to quickly find where I am because the house is a little bit different. But it has happened in the house too. And so it can be very scary. So I have to try to make sure I don't like, space out while I'm walking or thinking about something, because it was like the most scariest thing ever. I was like, am I going to be able to get back inside? Like, oh, it really sucked.
You know what you can do is, so there's this movie called Bird Box. Obviously, you haven't seen it.
No.
But this girl, she puts like, I think it's fishing wire, and she'll connect it. And so Bird Box, there's these creatures that get loose into the world, and if you look at them, then they make you commit, they make you hurt yourself. So people who had survived the situation, when they go outside, they wear blindfolds and they can't look around because this creature could pop up out of nowhere.
Right.
Well, she'll put like fishing wire. She'll connect it to the
I'm
door.
immune.
Yeah. So when you're inside, for some reason, the creature can't get inside, so you're safe. But she will put, like, if she's going outside, she'll put this fishing wire on the doorknob, put the blindfold on, and just go wherever. And if she gets what she needs. She'll just follow the fishing wire back. Have you ever thought about something like that, maybe, or are you not too worried about it because it was only a one-time incident?
Well, what another thing I could do is I could just bring my phone with me and text her.
Oh, you could.
That's just now. I have taken the trash out after that, and I did not bring my phone with me, but I've just been more aware.
So in case anyone questions, well, how can you text can you explain how you text when you're blind?
No.
Wait, but I'm confused. How do you text when
you know how I text? That will have to be asked in a blind question.
All right. Send those emails.
But, yeah. I mean, so basically, it was just very scary and something I just have to be aware of. But I really should bring my phone out there in case it does happen again, but I just need to make sure I keep focus.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that has been the BlindSighted story. Next, we will go with the blind hat pull.
Dylan, give me a drum roll, please.
No, because I have to explain the blind hat pull because I keep.
Yeah, and then give me the drum roll.
Yeah, the blind hat pull is where Jared pulls out pieces of paper with numbers on them that correspond to topics on a piece of paper, and yeah. So, Jared, pull out our first topic. We do 2 per episode. That is unnecessary, sir.
Alright, so what I picked is a 2-digit number. It starts with a 2.
Just tell me what the number is. You don't have to do this.
I had picked number 28.
28.
28 consists of a very important to me topic.
Is it really? And it's not important at all, is it?
Not really, but I definitely do favor one. So, Dylan, if you will, Coke or Pepsi? What is your favorite?
Fudge muffins. We already talked about this.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
All right, so let me draw another one.
No, what I mean is, like, have you been throwing those away after you're done with them?
Yes.
I think we, like, got onto it somehow when we were talking about, like, restaurants and stuff or something. We branched off to it. We'll give a brief recap, I guess.
I can't remember.
If I had to pick one, I like Coke. I actually like vanilla Coke a lot, but I would choose Pepsi ultimately. But I like both.
I would choose Coke. Pepsi just, I don't know. Coke is, to me, sweeter.
I think Pepsi's sweeter.
I don't know. It's like, it's just, I would have to give you a detailed description, I would have to have a Coke and a Pepsi sitting in front of me and sip on them right now, but I don't have that.
Right.
All I do know is that I would prefer Coke.
Oh, dude, do you like vanilla Coke?
Yes, I love it. Now.
Wait, no. This isn't an advertisement or anything, but have you heard of that new Coke, orange vanilla Coke that is coming out?
I had not heard of that.
It's actually out now.
Wow, I have to give that a try.
Yeah, when we go to the store, I'm gonna look for it because, I already love vanilla Coke, and then they add orange to it. That's gonna be so good if they do it right.
Now, for me, I don't like the vanilla Cokes when they come in cans or already the vanilla's mixed in.
Really?
What I do is I'll get, like, from the gas station a Coke, right? And then I'll have 2 squirts of vanilla in it. And that's
2 squirts.
Oh, well, maybe it's 1 squirt. It's been a minute since I had it. I thought it was 2 squirts. It might be 1 squirt. But I love it when the syrup is added and I'm able to mix it myself. But when it comes pre-mixed, like in cans or whatever, I don't like that.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't like drinking soda out of bottles. I love drinking it out of cans.
I know, me too. I'm not a big bottle fan.
It just it tastes so much better and it's so much more refreshing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
But I converted Sierra that way. She's like, thanks to you, soda's better in cans for me now. But I don't know. But remember, you told me that your favorite soda was Mr. Pibb.
Yes, it is, and I believe that now. I could be wrong, but I believe that's Coke brand because I think Pepsi's Dr. Pepper.
I think no.
I know there was a switcheroo with Mr. Pibb.
I think Dr. Pepper is its own company, but
I don't know. All I know is when I go to stores and they say Pepsi products,
yeah.
Dr. Pepper is an option.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think Dr. Pepper is actually through PepsiCo.
Oh, I don't know. Well, whichever one Mr. Pibb is.
But I think Mr. Pibb is Coke.
I think it is.
I think. I'm not 100% sure.
But even if it wasn't, yes, that's my favorite drink, but I would prefer, all together with looking at every option that Pepsi and Coke have, I would have to pick Coke.
Really? I mean...
now, I'm not a big fan of Mountain Dew. Code Red I like, but not like the original Mountain Dew.
I like most of the Mountain Dews, except for White Out and Mountain Dew Ice. But I mean, it's been so long since I've had Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb was good from what I remember, but it wouldn't be my favorite. I don't know what my favorite exactly would be, and I think we did answer this, but I if I had to go with something though, between Coke or Pepsi, I think I would drink Pepsi more. I just really like Pepsi, but Coke's good. Like I said, I can't wait to try that orange vanilla Coke.
Yeah, that's something I'll definitely give a drink to.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I'm hoping it's kind of sucks because we're gonna have to get a 12-pack. I hate having to, when you just want one kind of soda and you have to freaking buy a 12-pack for it. If you want it in cans.
Right.
Right, because it's well, why don't you just go and buy a bottle of, Blue Mountain Dew? And it's well, maybe I just want voltage in a can, but I have to buy a whole 12-pack for that. So it's really annoying.
Yeah, unless you find a vending machine somewhere. But vending machines don't give you all the choices. You have to find the right vending machine with the right choice.
Well,
I doubt everyone's going around looking at vending machines or going to vending machines for a drink unless you're at work.
Well, one thing is I don't ever have cash on me, and also I'm blind.
That is a very good... What?
So a vending machine would not work for me anyways.
That's a good point.
But, okay, well, that was a kind of...
Well, do you want me to draw... You still want to do 2 more since we had...
No, and the reason why is because it'd make us uneven.
All right, Dylan. Let me draw another one.
Sorry, but it would make things uneven.
Dylan and his everything's got to be perfect till...
We do 2 per episode, so that's why it would be even.
All right. All right, the number I had picked... It's a 2-digit number. 25.
Oh my gosh.
And a 25 is... Chicken or beef? That's it. Coke or Pepsi, chicken or beef? Which one? With your Pepsi, do you like chicken or beef?
Beef all the way.
Really?
Yes.
I'd have to do chicken.
I hate chicken. Well, okay, I don't hate chicken, but
yeah,
I don't like...
I was gonna say.
I don't like chicken. The only chicken that I could probably actually eat is chicken nuggets or maybe popcorn chicken. But even then, if I don't have to, I won't. I don't care for chicken.
I like chicken. I love, I love chicken, and I'm talking about loving this, but let me think, what's that called? Fajitas. Ooh, chicken fajitas. Those are probably my favorite chicken-based food,
Right.
Any taco with chicken in it is great. I love chicken and rice. My dad used to make that all the time. Now, I don't know if that's just something he made or if that's something that actual, people in general make. Chicken, not only do I feel like it's just... Now, I don't know this, but I think, isn't chicken healthier than beef?
No, I think beef's healthier than chicken.
Really? Well, that's something for the viewers to, maybe you can comment and let us know, but
yeah,
I thought, because I thought chicken was maybe leaner or something.
No, I don't exactly think that. I mean, I think chicken's just kind of worse off because they put they put breading on it. And,
no, I'm talking about even grilled or baked. Not just anything like fried chicken, you know what I mean? Grilled
or baked is still good. I mean, I think still beef is better, but I think beef's better. I'm not 100% on that though.
Gotcha.
But I mean, and I have to apologize about my heat being on. I normally turn that off when we go to record, but we forgot this time. So if it's a little annoying for people, I'm sorry. I'll try to maybe edit it out, but just had to throw that in there because I noticed it turned on when we don't normally have it on. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But also, I guess we should kind of, we can deepen this a little bit. It's like, well, there's different kinds of beef. Yeah. There's steak and like different things like that. But I love hamburger.
Now, you may have said this. I'm sorry, but I might have. You said you don't like chicken.
I don't care for it.
Okay. That I was gonna ask you a question, but never mind.
Well, what's your favorite kind of chicken?
The ones they got beaks and feathers. I don't like the feathers or beaks though when I eat it. No, like I said, probably the chicken fajitas.
I mean, like, do you like chicken legs, chicken wings, like?
Normal. Okay, so chicken breasts would probably like chicken breasts. I'd have to say if I had to choose between the limbs.
I don't think breasts are limbs.
Well,
but...
the body parts. All
right.
Every time, I'll go to Ponderosa KFC. The chicken legs now or chicken wings. It's cool that you have something to hold on to as you eat it. But a lot of the time, I'll just eat my chicken, tear it apart with a fork. I'll have a fork and a knife or something. So
yeah, I mean,
I feel like there's more meat with the breasts.
I don't know, but I love hamburger meat. It's just, I love it. It's great. It's good.
That is good. And you can cook it.
And I can cook it, yep. But, so with that,
okay, a bonus question. What's your favorite way to eat beef? Like burgers, macaroni, and
burgers, beef. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers?
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's my favorite way with, French fries.
Oh, the American diet, right? The common American.
Hey, I didn't say that, French fries were good for you or anything. But
no, I didn't say they were. I mean, I guess you throw diet behind something, it makes it sound better, but
yeah. But without getting into that, but yeah, what's your favorite thing or you said fajitas?
Yep, I'll have to give it the old FAJITA.
Okay. Well, with that is the blind hat poll. So now, Jared, we will be getting to the blindsided question, where you can send in your blindsided questions at tbspp@yahoo.com. It's lowercase, and put BQ in the subject for blind question and SQ for a sighted question, and put your name in the email if you would like your name to be, said or whatever. And so, Jared, what is the blindsided question? Which, if they watched last episode or seen the title of this one, they'd probably already know. But go ahead anyways.
Why do I gotta say it again? I'm just kidding.
Because you already messed up.
I'm glad you asked. I didn't see this coming. The blindsided question is, Dylan, give me a drum roll, please.
No. What the heck? That's not a drum roll.
The blindsided question is, what hobbies do you do being blind? So say Sierra's, again, I'll say, out at work and I'm not here. And you're by you're lonesome with your cats.
That just makes it sound so sad.
You're the old cat guy. What do you do?
You make it sound so bad. Jeez.
What do you do for fun? What do you do in your spare time?
Nothing.
You make it sound sad. Tell me I make it sound sad.
No. Well, I don't do that much, but I do. I listen to YouTube videos, Netflix, anime, different stuff like that. I practice piano and mess around with that stuff. I've been trying to get into working out more like I used to. I mean, trying to look for things to do as well is very difficult for me personally. So it's not easy, texting Jared, planning out this podcast, trying to be.
How do you text?
Think of things like this, and and I'm gonna ignore Jared, but I don't know, pet my cats.
You just sit there all day petting your. Do they even have fur in the spots you pet them now?
Oh man, I feed my cats. I take out the trash. I mean, those aren't really hobbies, but I don't know. I haven't really figured out a whole lot of things. Like I said, just piano, watching stuff, listening to stuff. This podcast is a hobby, editing, doing things like that. It doesn't really go very deep. Like I said, I haven't found a lot to really do. So it is kind of still sad in a way, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
I see.
Do you have any bonus you want to add to this? Because that was a little short.
Well, you hadn't given me much to work with here, Dylan.
It's a little sad.
Now, is there anything you think you're going, like a hobby you think you want to start, you just haven't yet?
Videos.
Well, go for. I'm confused. Continue.
Videos, like at some point soon. Oh, me and Jared are thinking about putting our podcast on YouTube and also making some YouTube videos. For fun. So that'll be another hobby, kind of thing that we can do. And
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It'll be a work in progress if anyone cares about that kind of thing. But I mean, other than that, not really. Not that I've really thought about too much. Like I said, it's big work in progress.
Now, is there anything? I noticed you said you play the piano. I see your piano right there. That's a fancy looking piece of technology, Dylan.
Yeah, it's expensive.
So do you plan on maybe furthering that, or you're gonna keep it doing it for fun?
I just for the most part play piano for fun. I guess I'll give a little bonus here since I brought up the piano. I could just let someone ask this, but I guess I'll just answer it. So in our intro, that piano that is playing, I actually composed that, and so that's where it's me playing it and recording it, and I composed it and created it. So that's kind of where our piano intro actually comes from, is from me. But otherwise, for the most part, I just do it for fun. Don't really want to be too serious about it. It's something for more relaxing things than anything.
Gotcha.
And fun. But yes, that has been the blind, unless you had something else to add.
No, that's it. You're good.
Oh, okay. But that has been the blindsided question. Remember, everyone, it's free to send in questions. And I also have to say, if someone was maybe afraid to send us an email thinking we might harass them or use their email for anything or anything like that,
then they're right.
No, they're not. I have to say, we might reply back once to thank you or something, or maybe if you don't want us to reply back, you could just say it in the message, I guess. Do not reply back to me via email, and then we'll just
not reply back.
We'll just reply to you here and just say thanks or whatever. So as if you're worried about us spamming you or something, that's not the case. We're not going to do that. So I just wanted to get that point across. If someone's worried about sending us an email, we will not spam you. It's all good. But with that, this has been the BlindSighted Perspective Podcast, episode 10, big old 10. I have been Dylan.
And I have been Jared.
Thank you all for listening so much for 10 episodes. Here's to 10 more. See you guys in the next episode.
Adios.